In this quick skill demonstration, I would like to show you how we're going to manage our input and output. So we're going to read the state of objects to gather input from the user, and we're going to change the state of the objects to display output. Let's take a look at how this works in App Inventor. I'm going to start by opening up our first app that we wrote together called Hello App Inventor. And you'll recall the way this works is there's a button and a label. And we have a listener on our button. It's listening for the button to be clicked, and when the button's clicked, it's going to set label1 text property to the literal value Hello App Inventor. Just so we can see this in action here, again, remember, push the button, it changes the text. Okay. So what I'm already doing is working with some output, right? I'm adjusting the state of the program. I'm adjusting the label1 property. I'm setting label1's text property to this value. You'll notice under the label, there's a whole bunch of dark green properties that I can adjust. All of those are properties that I can set. I can also do that by adjusting the drop-down here, selecting on which properties I want to set, and picking it from the drop-down list. Okay. Every component that I'm working with has the ability to get and set properties. The dark green tabs are all used to set the text set properties, while the light green ones are used to get the value out. So this puzzle piece here says set label1's text property to some value. Its analog is the getter. It's kind of the piece that kind of would fit into there. This says look at label1's text property and give me its value. Tell me what's stored in there right now. Okay. Let's see if I can do something with this. I'm going to go back out to the designer, and I'm going to add a text box. This text box is going to allow the user to type some value in. I'm going to change its hint to be nothing. So when I look at my screen right now, what I have is an empty text box, a button, and a label that's my greeting. And what I would like to have happen is have my ability to type something in here, some text. I'd like to be able to press the button and change this label to be this text. Okay, I can do that pretty easily, can't I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at text box 1, and I'm going to find its text property. I'm going to look at I'm not setting the property, I'm getting the property, so I'm going to use the light green. I'm going to look at its text property. Whatever's stored in that text box's text property will then be assigned to label1's text property. Okay, let's see this in action. So now if I push the press me button, label1's text property changes to text box 1's text property. Oops. Type in right, my name. Now it has my name in there. And that's how we do input and output with App Inventor. We're going to adjust the state of the property by using dark green labels to set property values, and we're going to use the light green blocks to get the property values from our components.